bodybuilders, that like Dorito figure, because they had those small waists, and he just boom, and he'd rip crusher them, and he always thought it was so funny. Like I think Jake Herbert was almost kind of built, like he had like a bodybuilder physique or whatever. But yeah, so continuing to our move series, I have a question for you guys. This will be fun, little activity. I'll give you a hint. There's 2 options he has. I mentioned them. What can my opponent do when I get here?
Hip down.
He can what?
Hip down.
Hip down. He can hip down that way, exactly. Option 1. So let's just call this turn into me. And then what's the other thing you can do?
Sit out.
Sit out, turn away. 2 options. Turn into me, turn away. Turn into me, turn away, okay? The first one that I'd like us to address is the turn away, okay? Because I would say at the highest levels, turn away doesn't happen. Like, rare, actually it does. It really honestly does happen, but not as much as it does in the high school level, I would say so. So he goes to turn away. There's 2 different ways he'll turn away. The first one is he'll literally put this arm straight and turn his hips open and just lay here like this and try to almost walk his feet that way. So like kind of think like walking in a circle this way. Exactly, walking in a circle. But he'll have this arm down. Key point, this arm is down. So if he was going on me, my shirt's a little big. Right here, if I turn away, they'll start doing this. You guys see this? Like, I don't know, is this little spoon? This position right here. But, so this is what we're gonna do here. You get this sideways, you pull him to his hip, he turns away, he goes kind of this little spoon position right here, perfect. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna get our cheek tilt. Super, super duper easy. I'm gonna take my hand, multiple options here. Wrist, some of you guys have bigger hands. I personally am really good from here because I can pull this hand in really easily. So some guys will go wrist, this would be like your Tail Sandersons. And me, I like to come right to this bicep here because I can put a lot of weight into this. So all I'm gonna do is I start with this good hip position. I'm pulling him down and away. All I'm gonna do is grab right here, lock in either wrist or bicep. I'm gonna slide my left knee up to his hip, right here. I'm gonna slide it in and I'm just gonna tilt him right up, okay? Right here, I'm gonna slide my hip in like this, and I'm gonna take him over my knee like a wedge. You see how it's like kind of like a wedge? Over my knee and into my hip pocket, okay? You can grab cross if you want. I personally just like to be here because you're really only looking for a couple swipes, okay? Right like this. Also, last option, less common because like I said, guys will straighten this arm because they don't want you to grab the wrist, but this will happen sometimes. You can catch this. You should get 3 points here every time if you can catch this, okay? But most guys, your better guys, aren't gonna let you be able to do that, so you kind of have to go over top. This is primarily what happens right here. Even straight your arm more, yeah, like this. This will happen the most. So what we're gonna do, grab here, right here. You can go wrist if you like, right here. Slide my knee, kind of circle this way. It's me touching my hand, that's under here. You guys see that? Right here. So me touching this hand, so I'm here. Grab, I'm gonna slide this knee, touching this hand, so his hip gets ramped onto my knee, and then I'm gonna take him right over top. So here, so let's start from the beginning right now. We turn this hip, boom, right there, there it is. Bring my knee up, take him right over top.
And look at when he finishes, both knees are pointing to the ceiling.
Yes. Guys, this part is where people miss their points. This is where everyone misses their points. Even Keegan missed points here. Keegan spent hours in this position with me. What we want to do here is go slow. Go slow, okay? The more speed I use, the more momentum I use against this guy, the more opportunity he has to roll through fast. You guys ever have a cross wrist tilt and you go to do it and you jump and they roll all the way through and you miss it and you're like, oh, I was so close. You need to control. I'm in the driver's seat. I have the control here. This tight waist, the top position in general, slows him down. Gets him tired, wears him out. I'm in control. I want to control these positions. The more fast motion I do, the more opportunity he has to capitalize on that position. Good example is, guy, you get a leg in the air on a single leg. Some people start to sprint forward, try to take him out. That's helping the opponent. The opponent's just going to do a forward roll underneath, create scrambles. When you get the single leg in the air, you got to move backwards. Backwards, pull, control, slow things down, okay? All about control here, okay? So when he turns his hip down like this, I'm not doing this. Okay? You're gonna lose it every time. If this guy's good, his last resort is gonna be to tip you over, right? Try to wing his hip down hard and get you to roll through, okay? So we want to limit his momentum as much as possible, okay? Block here, grab in here. Sometimes if this is really straight, I block like this too. Either one works. Boom. Knee comes up. I'm controlling, I'm tight, I control. Hips to the ceiling. Try to turn away. I pull this, I elevate, he turns into me. I pull this down. Just looking to get two to 3 points. Okay? Just 2 swipes. That's all it is. 2 seconds right there. You can control anyone for 2 seconds right there, okay? Any questions? Want to see it again? Yeah, one more time. Come back here a little bit. Side waist, hip down, he turns. Boom, right there. Lock. Up, tilt him over, right here for my swipes. Last thing I'll mention is, I keep giving you guys little tidbits. Don't let his hips fall here. You're not gonna get these points anymore. This is almost, if he turns his shoulder down, turn your shoulder down hard, yeah. No matter how much you try here, you're not gonna get this anymore. Just reset. You can go back to it. Keep those hips underneath, okay? You got a question? Or no? Let's give it a try, 1, 2.